Ooh, that's hard. My waifu is here, damn, I love her. Sup guys, it's Kosh, and today in another dungeon I'll tell you how to get XP and levels faster. This will be the level and XP guide specifically for that point of the game. Early on it's not that hard because you will gain levels really fast, but at some point, specifically when you will reach something like Sticky Swamp, it will slow down drastically, and the further you are, the slower it gets. I am level 36 right now, and it's already taken about a day to get a level, and it's getting extremely expensive because if you'll be doing the quests, you'll be chunking those potions like there is no tomorrow, and the higher tier potions, they cost more. So there are several things that you can do to make the things easier. The main one is, well, the main source of XP is actually the quest. Even now, even still, if the enemies are really hard to beat, you still have to do the quest, and there are two ways how you can do them. First one is manual, that one is the easiest, I'll talk about it a bit later. And the second one is auto. You can go to the chat, find some people that are working in the same area, like for example now it's Goblin Forest 3, you can get together with them, set up the settings over here and select battle, select auto hunt distance and put, well now we have 5 meters but after the patch it will be 10 meters only, so get the smallest distance possible. Let's see if 10 meters is big enough. And go everyone just go into the middle of small area over here, turn on auto, and now you, together with your friends, will be fighting only in this small circle, and that allows all of you to hit, well, not always the same enemies, but together you'll be fighting the same enemy more often, and overall all of you will get kills faster, and you will spend way less potions. Yes, you won't get that much XP from the kills. Yes, most likely the loot will be shared as well, because the last person who get the hit get the loot. But the chances of getting the loot here are not that high, your speed of killing enemies is really low, and for you right now it's more efficient to save up money and get that quest done as fast as possible in order to get that XP bonus for the quest reward. And we have 3 people here running together right now, and as you can see, it's all auto, you don't do manual stuff. All on auto, we are kinda taking the same targets here, so if you have like 4 or 5 people in the same 10-meter area, you will be farming enemies way faster, because usually one full potion set for me is enough for maybe like 40, 50 enemies, 100. Now I killed 100 and I still have 400 potions, so that's like 70% of my potion capacity. That's way cheaper, you won't spend that much money. Now let's move on to the second option, when you want to be manual, and this is the easiest way, the most effective way, but it requires manual labor. That works in the moments when you can't find a team, so that way you can optimize your performance, and if that guy will be extremely strong, you can get almost free kills because the enemies will be dying really fast. And yeah, you won't be stealing that much from that guy anyway, because he will get a bit less XP and a bit less money, and most likely you won't get the last hit, but you will be getting the kills, and you will progress the quest faster, so decide where he's going, and yeah, make sure not to attack the fella, and just attack the target that he's attacking, and you're good. That's another way how you can do this. This is the manual stuff, basically. So if someone attacks someone, you just go the same target, attack it a bit, bam. You can, even if there are several people fighting, you can just tag enemies. You just attack them once and then go to another target, and all those kills, they will count. So that's kind of shady and very manual way of doing that, but that will give you a lot of those mission quests, mission kills, but it will be way more efficient, way faster. Now all that should be done when you are next to the PC. Even if you're hunting as a group here, you will still be using your potions, and you might die pretty fast. You will run out of potions, die, and when you die you lose 5% of your XP. And guys, that's a lot. Like early on it's like 5%, I do this in 5 kills, now it's like hours of farming. So what you can do to avoid it, you can go to the settings, you can go to the alerts and turn on all those alerts. I recommend you guys to turn them all on. I have those set a bit differently. Receive alert if HP goes below this level, I set it to 65. If number of health potions go below this number, I go to, well, let's say 80, so I have time to react. And receive alert if number of backslot goes below 2. So what it means that every time some of those things will happen, you will get a sound notification. And if you have your game running in the background on the LD player, that's what I'm doing here, so you can download it down below as well in the video description. Really good Android emulator, I use it all the time. And you will hear the sounds. You can alt tab into the emulator and adjust your whatever's happening. Moreover, you can get the alert if you're attacked by another player, so that means if someone wanna gank you, you can fight back. That's really nice. So if you hear that sound, you just go teleport out, get the potions and get back to your guys over here and fight together. I think this is like the very efficient way, and as you can see, we almost finished this quest here, which is really nice. But what do you do if you want to keep your character on here by itself without caring about it? Ooh, that's hard. You have to decide based on your equipment where you want to keep your character overnight. So for me, it's Sticky Swamp 3 already. Probably Foggy Hill 3 even. I advise you guys to go to the highest tier area, because there you can fight elite enemies that will drop really good things, and overnight you get a chance of getting those. You can either sell them or use them for your stat dex bonuses. So yeah, let's go to the Sticky Swamp and check it out. Before you put your character over there for overnight farm, you go there and check what's happening, like if you are actually using your pots there or not. If you are using your potions, you will most likely die overnight, so that's not a good place. You gotta go lower. So okay, here we are, same stuff. You select, well, now you can select the bigger radius, because like you will be alone here. So battle 20 meters or whatever you want to set here, it's okay. And you run around and find a place for your farming. I prefer to farm elite guys, something like this elite king slime, and you want to get 2 or 3 of those next to each other. That will allow you to, well, get maximum from your farming. So you run around the area and look for the spot that looks good for you. So there are some empty spots here, that's not a good place. Those guys are too far away, and this looks perfect. So there are 2 of those guys right next to each other. We stand somewhere in the middle between them and turn on auto and see how it's going. So then your character will start taking out enemies, and you take a look, like let it run for like 5-10 minutes and take a look if you are actually using the potions. If you are, you should go lower, either to the previous area over here or in the previous area altogether here, so you can farm the high tier guys and get those drops, because, well, based on the stats I see here in the monster, only the first area doesn't drop you any dex gear. Second area already give you some of those drops, so you can go to area 2 as well. Just don't farm area 1, otherwise you will get really crappy gear. So right, we are at 272. I think we are actually, yeah, we're chugging potions here, so we're not ready for this, because as you can see, if we drink 5 potions in what? 5 minutes? Less. We will run out of those really fast and we will die. So what do? We go backwards. My waifu is here. Damn, I love her. And here is another one, and here those guys are way closer together, so we will stay here. That will allow us to take out those elite guys and the enemies around. And let's 269, so let's take a look at our potions. While we are taking a look at that, I will tell you what to do in order to, well, get your farming area higher. First of all, the stats. Well, the stats, you really wanna go for something that gives you attack. All the damage stats are good, because that will increase the speed at which you kill enemies. That's useful for farming and everything. For your survivability though, you would like to get defense up, because that gives you, well, higher defense, you will take less damage. And something that's called, there we go, HP heal. That's your regeneration that kind of recovers some damage that you get. That will increase, well, that will lower the consumption of the points. Another thing you want to get is potion heal amount. That will make potions more effective, so each potion will heal more. But that's, all of those are pretty expensive and they're really hard to get. You can get them through the dex, through different means, but even right now, I don't have that many bonuses over here. I get only +1 defense over here, and it's not crazy good, right? It takes a lot of time to save up to get enough stuff here. So yeah, just try to focus on those stats that give you damage and that give you defense, basically, because the defense is most important. That will make you take less damage. That means you won't need that much healing afterwards. Moreover, there is an argument about which channel to use. I prefer to farm on the safe channels, not the hard one where you get the PvP on, because you will most likely be ganked. So you can farm on the hard channels if you are next to your PC. Like if you get attacked, you alt tab, you return or fight. If you're leaving your character away, like going somewhere, I don't know, doing stuff in home, not next to your PC or overnight, you definitely don't want to leave your fella out here on the auto farming in the dangerous hard area, you will most likely get ganked. And of course, you can recover that 5% health for the free recovery 5 times a day. That's really nice. But the thing is, you will lose your farming time as well. So that will be bad. And another good thing about those areas like Foggy Hill, where we are right now, we're actually taking potions here as well, but really slowly. That might actually work. That you are not losing money, you are getting money here. So that means that since you are not using potions that fast, you are saving up gold that you get from the enemies. You can actually dismantle the gear in order to get those common shards and gear pieces, that kind of stuff, components. So you can progress your character here by doing all that. Oh yeah, important thing. When you are leaving your character overnight, you want to go to settings, to the battle, and select to uncommon and above, because if you will get this to all, you will get a lot of gray gear that will actually, well, they will fill up your inventory and your character will stop fighting. When the inventory is full, they are not fighting anymore, they'll be back in the base. So yeah, that will be sad and you will miss out on some green and blue items maybe. So yeah, don't do that. So actually, when you're deciding where to farm, if you are taking potions like I am here really slowly, you can calculate how many potions you use per hour. Just wait, like when your health is low enough right now, for example, we got 266, make a timer on your phone and wait for 10 minutes and then decide how many potions you spent, like figure it out, and multiply it by 6. That will be your potions per hour. And if that's enough for the time when you'll be away, like you're away for 8 hours, for example, and you have enough potions for that, you can farm this area no problem. That way, you will be safe here. You will take out enemies, you will get maximum profits from this. You will get not that much XP from that, but you will get a lot of gold that you can use later on to farm in that high-end area and defeat enemies over there, I mean monsters, and get that XP by finishing quests, because quest finishing is like the main source of your XP. But yeah guys, in any case, leveling will be harder and harder as you go, it will be slower, and you will need to upgrade your gear, you will need to craft your gear, and you will need to get way stronger than you currently are. And guys, potions are expensive. I'm buying 500 of those right now, it costs 76, so overall my full points amount costs about 100k right now, and yeah, you won't save up enough gold for the new skills like that. So yeah guys, fighting as a team is way better, because you can see how much time it takes for me to single-handedly take out one goblin. It's long, it's potion consuming, it's expensive and inefficient, because the XP we're getting here, let's see, only 500 XP, so it's not that much. Working together is a better option. And yeah guys, if you have your own tips on how to get more XP in another dungeon, let me know down below in the video comments. While you go in there, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to the channel. Your comments, likes and subs help to promote the video in YouTube algorithm, and I kinda like to see them as well, so that's a win-win situation for all of us. And also you might want to check out the video description for LD player link, my other YouTube channel, social media, playlist for more another dungeon videos and guides and other useful stuff, so we will find something cool there for sure. Other than that guys, thank you very much for watching. That's about it for now. Stan Kosh out. Have a good one. Bye.